Hello, I'm Lisa from Makers HQ. We're a community interest company based in Plymouth and we upskill local people into the fashion and textiles industry. Today I'm going to show you what to do with a garment that has a rip in it. Now sometimes you can repair a rip like this without a patch, but I think in this instance, because the denim is starting to fray, it would be better if we had a patch. So to do that we need to see if there's somewhere on the garment that we can harvest a piece of fabric. If you can't, you can also put a contrasting piece of fabric behind. It could be anything, it could be something that's really decorative. But because we have pockets on this, there is actually some denim that I can harvest from there. And you can see here, if I cut a piece of denim away, it's not actually going to be visible. I'm just going to use some really sharp scissors, just a little cut in the fabric, not too close to the seam. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is just put this patch in behind the tear and just secure it with some matching thread. Just some tiny stitches around the edge, just to hold it in place. Okay, so once your patch is nice and secure, you've stitched all the way around, we'll take the thread through to the back, and then on this patch, I'm just going to do a series of short stitches, one on top of the other, just to secure that thread. And that's what we've got left with. I'm choosing this colour thread, which is the sort of colour you would see on a pair of jeans. You can choose to have your stitches as thick as you like. On an embroidery thread there are 6 small strands of thread which are twisted together. So you can decide to pull them apart and use as many or as few as you like. And I'm going to do a row of stitches in different sizes. And you really don't have to be perfect with this, because the more stitches you add, the nicer it looks. Once you're happy with your stitching over the actual tear, we'll just take the needle through to the back, and then because we've got this nice patch on the back, I'm going to use this just to finish off my thread. So I'm just going to take my needle into the patch and then just sew a few stitches, one on top of the other, just taking care that I'm not going through to the actual garment on the front. So then you end up with something like this on your garment. So the last thing we need to do is just to repair this little patch that we made in the pocket. So I've just got a piece of calico here that I'm going to use, and I'm going to sew this patch on in exactly the same way as I sewed the denim patch on. So that's that patch all sewn on, and as you can see from the outside of the garment, you can't see anything at all.